What's up, legends? I was going to react to the Conor McGregor Cowboy press conference, and here we go. I thought it was funny when Conor came out because he looked grateful. That was the word that came to my mind.
What's up, everybody?
It was just a very different Conor McGregor to what we've seen before. When people sort of commented on that from the media end of things, he said he hasn't changed that much. And that maybe this is just because it was obviously a very cordial press conference, and maybe this is just because it's Cowboy and he likes Cowboy. But I think Cowboy was relieved that he wasn't being shit talked endlessly, relentlessly, because if you recall, I mean, Cowboy's fought so many times, you know, some patterns are pretty clear, and one of them is that if he gets really badly shit talked, he can kind of shit his pants a bit. Nate Diaz Nate Diaz shit talked him from here to fucking Ballymaloo, and then kicked the shit out of him.
Man, combination by Nate Diaz.
So in a sense, from a tactical point of view, perhaps that's not that could be seen as a misstep from Conor's angle. That Cowboy will be better perhaps on fight night, because he hasn't been shit talked and mentally molested. Now, obviously, Conor just thinks that he's too good for him.
I can read Donald like a children's book, to be honest. You know, he's a good fighter. He's got some good tricks up his sleeve. We'll see on the night. It's going to be a good night.
If we're to believe what's come out of his camp and so on, and if we're just to believe history in general, Conor is better than Cowboy and he will beat him. But nobody knows. He's fought twice. Yeah, he hasn't been living the lifestyle, has he? So we shall see, my friends. We shall see how it all pans out. But it was funny because it was a very cordial press conference, and Conor came across as like a kind of man who's come full circle. You know what I mean? But at times it kind of got kind of arse-licky at times. Like, it was a little bit kind of from Cowboy's end. I think Cowboy was so relieved.
So give me a big old ass hug when we get in there. As a man, my hat's off to the son bitch for sitting here.
You've earned that multi-million-dollar payday, and I'm delighted for you, bro.
But it was good crack. It was a good press conference. The bit where Conor goes, what's your... he said something like, is that python or crocodile, Cowboy? Great coat you're wearing.
They have a warning out for me as well, Peter. They're coming for me too. But I used to rock the python shoes a lot when I done the Ultimate Fighter with Uriah Faber. It's a good skin, but you know yourself.
I don't know if this is going to be the new Conor McGregor that we see every time. I don't think so. I don't think it will be. But I just think, as I said in another video, like, the fucking maniacal Scarface cokehead. I'm not saying he's actually on coke, but he was acting that way. Just very venomous and on edge, and he was just acting in a way that was kind of quite wild. I think that guy's gone. You know, I just think he's probably learned a few hard lessons, and he's a father now and all this. And
sometimes you got to go to certain places in our life to realise what we need to do, and I certainly have turned over a new leaf. We're working now to aid the Australian fighters also, and the first responders out there. So.
And he keeps bringing up God, you know. He keeps on saying God bless and God, and I saw him when he finished rolling the other day on Embedded. Like, he finished rolling with a guy, and then he just went like this. I'm surprised nobody's asked him directly, especially Ariel, who's a good interviewer. Like, have you found a spiritual element to your life that's helped you?
Happy days, God bless.
Because I imagine the answer might be yes. He's never used that language before. The guy bringing up the sort of rape allegations was kind of a depressing moment, you know, because it had been such a good buzz up until that point. You know, obviously it's all alleged, whatever he's done or not done, I don't know, and nobody knows. But when Ariel asked him about that, he seemed very, just almost depressed at the idea that people could actually think he would ever do that, you know. He was just talking about give it time, the truth will come out. What else was he saying? He was just saying, Ariel goes, can you confirm that you're denying the allegations? And he goes, oh, for fuck's sake, Ariel, like, oh, of course, you know, like, you know, that type of thing. And when the guy brought up the thing in the press conference, it was it was just, he got booed, obviously.
Can you tell us anything specifically about the status of the sexual assault allegations in Ireland?
Conor didn't actually end up answering it. People answered on his behalf. So, yeah, I mean, if it's a false rape allegation, it's obviously just so, that's very vicious, you know. That would be, you know, obviously tough to handle, to have your reputation attacked like that. But of course, nobody knows. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's all I have to say. It's going to be an interesting fight. We shall see, my friends. I'm going back to the oil rig now. Hope you like the get up, the hat, the thing, and I'll see you later. Peace out. Bye bye. Good luck.
We'll get to that another day.
I'm with you.